Okay, so this one's about the longest nonstop flights in the world, and none of them are on Spirit, but could you imagine? Like, imagine 16 hours on a Spirit flight. It would be a Mad Max situation by the time you landed. People would break off into factions and start fighting for resources after 3 hours. The insatiable human desire to conquer would take hold of the flight, and the $70 international ticket would become 200 people's obituary. Only the strongest warriors and children would come through the jet bridge, drenched in blood and ginger ale after the Philly to Moscow nonstop. Thankfully, only civilized airlines are able to make journeys so long. These
are the longest nonstop flights in the world, ranked by mileage. Ranked by mileage. Ranked by mileage.
Dubai, UAE to Houston, Texas. Whether you're a baron or a barrel, this flight is perfect for those who live, breathe, sell, commit war crimes for, or drink oil. Anyone who's on this flight can afford to lose the time. What's 16 hours when you're gonna achieve immortality through blood transfusions, cryotherapy, and other rich people science? Generations of oil heirs skip across the sky in this A380. First class customers have the option to bring someone up from coach, order them a milkshake, and then drink their milkshake. If you're a busy black gold mogul just looking to get away, this 8,164-mile flight is the ideal way to abandon your boy. And if you're thinking, anyone from an oil family would fly private, so this is a dumb video, hey, please comment that. All engagement makes our videos more valuable to advertisers, and soon, I'll be the one flying private, you idiot. Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas to Sydney, Australia. Everyone on this flight is a scorpion. Doha, Qatar to Los Angeles, California. This is the flight that the surviving members of the US men's team are going to take after playing in the 120-degree heat of the 2020 World Cup. I assume the ones that are vaporized by the Doha sun can ride in the overhead compartment. Pretty convenient. In one of these arid deserts, there's a stadium being built by slaves in unregulated working conditions, but in the other desert, there are 800,000 USC students ready to pitch you a web series about 4 friends trying to figure it out in Silver Lake. In aviation, we call this a lose-lose. Best case, an engine explodes and you emergency land in a city with culture and values. Did you know that on Qatar Airways, you can bring up to 6 live Falcons with you in economy? I don't know what the fees are like to carry on that many Falcons, but one time I showed up for a $60 Frontier flight and they just literally tied me to a Falcon. It took 34 hours and the bird ate my backpack, but I was just glad not to be flying Spirit. Dubai, UAE to Los Angeles, California. First of all, everyone on this flight owns a white SUV. I don't know how I know, but I know. Second, it is a nonstop, but if you're gonna fly from LA to Dubai, you should be required to stop in like Algeria or Morocco for a day so that you don't forget about jobs, culture, and pain. This flight is so long that by the time you reach LAX, all of California is gonna be underwater. And the flight staff is actually an entirely new generation of people by the time the plane reaches LA. They've fallen in love, had kids, and then trained those babies to fly a Boeing 777-200 and also died. San Francisco, California to Singapore. It's illegal to chew gum in Singapore, and it basically is legal to sell heroin in San Francisco. So I think it's pretty obvious why one might fly from Singapore to SF. But if you're in SF and you booked a flight to Singapore, they're gonna cane the AirPods right out of your tech bro head. Doha, Qatar to Auckland, New Zealand. I was under the impression that these are 2 fictional cities Apple invented for the clock app. Also, it's a shame that Olympic athletes from New Zealand will have to train for another month to physically handle the length of this flight. If you can brave limited leg room and coach for more than 10 hours, you deserve a reward like a gold medal or, I don't know, a sensible layover in a nice hotel. Why are you flying direct, Olympians? What do you have to prove? Anyway, this has been a list of the world's longest flights ranked by mileage. If you want more information on flights and the aircrafts and how long and how many miles and all this detailed stuff that an actual researcher would be able to provide for you, head on over to Thrillist.com. Once again, I'm a dumb guy and I don't have any real information at all. Thank you!